Alright guys, welcome back to AIP Tech channels. Okay, you are welcome, I greet everyone. So in today's video I'll be showing us how to wire all your lightning features in our electrical plan. As you are seeing in the video, our last video, we are able to add our switches to all the plans, to all our rooms in this electrical plan, in our plan. So we're able to do, and I've promised you that we will continue for them. We'll be doing the wiring of all the lightning you're seeing in the plan. So now today we'll be we'll be wiring all the lightning features you are seeing in the plan in the video. So before we get started, if you are just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like this video, comment and share this video to people that will enthusiastic to learning electrical design. So now we have started. So now, like I said in our last video, I said this lightning features is segmented into two parts. That means there are some that will be fed, that it will be fed from normal distribution panel, while some we feed from emergency distribution panel. Like I said in the last video, normal distribution panels, they are the panels that it is the normal power source that feed them, while the emergency distribution panel will serve as backup to all the lightnings in this building. Okay, so that's our distribution panels that we are trying to place it to where we want it to be. Okay, so we can't put it there, so we are just trying to look for a space for it. Oh, sorry, there's a door over there, so I think the best place is to put it at the store here. So we'll be placing the normal and the emergency distribution panel at this entrance, beside the entrance of the store. I think that's the best place we can put it. So that's it. So we have placed it there, and then what we are about to do is to do the wiring for all this lightning in these videos. So please kindly follow us as we go about this. Okay, and like I said, you'll be able to differentiate between all this lightning. There are some we tag as E, and there are some we tag as those one we tag as E are the one that was fed from, that will go and feed from the emergency distribution panels, while those one that are light in color or in complexion, they are the one that will be fed from the normal distribution panels. Okay, so now we are trying to indicate those panels. Those panels, they are divided into two, so we are trying to indicate. Okay, we are trying to edit that one, and then the building we are working on is the first floor. So this is the first floor of of our plan. So okay, so we'll be naming the first distribution, which is normal distribution panel. We'll be naming it DP, which means distribution F. The F stands for floor, so that whenever we are doing our wiring, so we'll be able to differentiate, and then let's do some adjustments to it. Okay, so the second one, we'll be naming it as emergency distribution F. That is also first. So the emergency distribution panel, like I said in the other video, it could be your UPS. It could be your UPS. It's just a backup. It would just serve as a backup generator, or how do I say, or solar system. It could be your solar system. Like I said, this apartment, this project is a residential and is a commercial building. So it's an office, is an administration office. So there are a lot of offices in this building. So in this office, electricity, the role of electricity cannot be overemphasized. So like you are seeing the video, I'm trying to show us how we are going to connect the wiring of these lightning features, like you can see, like you are seeing in these videos. Okay, so now we'll be creating a new layer so as to start our wiring. So we are going to create a new layer for it. So we want to create a new layer for the normal distribution panel and emergency distribution panel. Okay, so let's create a new layer, and then we name it. Let's name it lightning wiring. So we're going to name it lightning wiring 1. Okay, so let's continue. Please stay tuned with us, and let's change the color. Okay, you can just, and then we mark it so that, okay, so let's cut it off. Okay, so can you see when, so in as much we have switched to that lightning, so whenever we drop a line, it will automatically pop up those line, it will give us the color. So now we'll be starting from this side, we'll be doing some wirings to all this side. Okay, so starting from then, it's connected, the wire, the lightning is connected to each other from that place. That's one. Okay, so you pick again and then you connect to the other side. So we are trying to put them in their each circuit in the distribution panels, to their each distribution panel. So 1, 2, 3. So we connect this one to the other one. That's 4. Okay. So this is, so that's number 5. So from the store, the lightning, the circuit goes to the, it's the same circuit that feed the store that we feed the WC. Okay, so let's connect from that one to the other, to the one down. So don't mind lightning this thing. Some people might be saying, there are too much of light in this place, don't mind us. So you can actually design as you like. Okay, so that's number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I think we can still take more of it. We can take up to 10 since they are low wattage luminance, so lightning futures. So from there we can just extend it to the kitchen. Okay, which means every one of the circuits we connected together, every one of the lightnings we connected together will feed from the same circuit in the distribution panel, and then these pink colors will serve as our normal distribution panel. That means they will be fed in, they will, it is the normal distribution panel that will feed them. Okay, that's number 8, right? So from that one it will feed this. Okay, okay. So this kind of electrical design plan that we actually designed for this building is like a design for buildings like the bank. You know, there are some times where there is power outage. If you study or you have been to bank a lot, you will study that there are some lights that are always turned on whenever whenever you notice that there is a power outage. Maybe whenever you are in the bank, you will notice that there are some lights that will always turn on. So those are the emergency lights in the bank. So, and there are some office. So that's what we are trying to do here. So that's number, is that number 6 or number 8 or 9? So we are going to connect every, so like what we are doing here is we are con every of the normal light and lightning futures we feed from what, from normal distribution panel, while every of the emergency lightning future we feed from what, from emergency distribution panels. Just simple, it's just simple as that. And so can you see that? Okay, can you see that there are some lights in the kitchen that has some bluish color? So the bluish color stands from the emergency panel distribution, which emergency distribution panel, that is they will feed from the emergency distribution panels. So I think we are done with that. I think we are able to achieve a circuit. So now can you see each light is 16.4 watts. So at least is not up to 1200 kVA as it is required from the standard from the IEC. So if we should times this one, divide it, times it by 0.8 by the power factor, and then you will know that it's not up to the 1.2 that is required. So now from there, this is where the circuit will be taken, will be feeding from. So I want us to do some pointer that will indicate that it is feeding from the normal distribution panel DBF. So we are going to be pointing to this, which means this one will serve as a circuit pointer that is feeding from this panel. Okay, let's try and do some pointer. Sorry, I haven't prepared something like that. I should have prepared. So for the purpose of so that you can also understand how it is being done. So let's try and do what will um serve as pointer as pointer to this distribution board. Okay, so let's wait and watch. So alright guys, if you are finding this video very helpful, please kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment and share this video. Thank you for following us. So let's continue. Okay, so let's try and arch it. So we are going to be arching the arrow. So arching will help us to color the arrow. Okay, oh sorry about that. So let's click back. Sorry about that. This error. Okay, so the arch is just to help us deepen the color, as you can see in the video. Okay, so now let's continue. So we have to go and use this pointer to so when we want to wire the lightning for emergency, we'll be using different wiring. So hope you understand. It's okay. So we call it circuit pointer, or let's just say circuit or feeder, or anything you call it. Anything you can call it, just call it at home. So we turned it to block so that we won't be creating another one again. So and then let's copy it to this thing. Okay, let's scale it a little bit. Don't want it too big, we don't want it too small. We want it to be perfect and very good. So I think that one's okay. And then the next thing is for us to rotate it to the distribution board. Okay, so let's rotate it to where the distribution board is. I think it's okay like that. And then we have to move it a little bit. Okay, so that's better. Okay, let's try and adjust the rotation. Well, okay, so now we'll be indicating each circuit in our electrical design plan. So this one will serve as L1. So every of our lightning will be using it as L1. We'll be making use of odd numbers: L1, L3, L5, L6, S7, L9, depending on the number, on the type of distribution we want to use. So L1, L2, L3, L4, L4. So we'll be using the even number for the lightning, the odd number for our lightning. So L1. So that means that circuit 1 is gone for this first in the normal distribution panel. So let's adjust the text. Okay, we are trying to scale it so that it won't be too big, it will be moderate. Okay, so let's just move it a little bit. Let's adjust it a little bit. Okay, so that one is all right. We have successfully done that. Can you see? That's where it will feed from the normal distribution panel. So we are able to complete a circuit. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. So now we are going to take another circuit now. So you're saying, trying to plan how we are going to work that one out. So okay, so let's start. So we are differentiating the normal lightning from the emergency lightning. Can you see that there are different between those lightnings? Some with E, those one with E have a deeper color of color greens in them, and some with the normal distribution panel, they are lighter. They are lighter in color. So can you see that's how we are going to wire those lightning? Okay, so it's just as if we are just ringing some certain numbers of luminaire. We can just choose up to 10, up to 5, that okay, this circuit, we want this circuit to feed them, we want them to feed from the same circuit rather. Okay, so let's continue. So don't forget, we won't be linking it with that one, so we'll be linking it with the one under. So okay, so those one are the corridor, they are also emergency lightning, so we won't link the one coming from the office to it. Okay, so let's just try and maneuver it. So this doesn't necessarily mean this how you're going to wire your distance. So it's just showing you how to go about your electrical design plan. So that's it. So how to do your circuit, how to do your circuit. I mean, how to assign each lightning, or how to assign each lightning to the different circuits. Okay, so we have connected this together. I think we have already connected like 6 of, is it 5 or 6 now? So this 7, from there it goes to the other one. Okay, so from there 8. Okay, we want to try to adjust that. We want it to be at the right angle, but since it's not allowing us, so we just have to leave it, or we come back to do it later because the video is very much longer. Okay, so let's continue with the video. We are going to leave it that way. Alright, so you have done the last part, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 5 in the second, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 lightning is also going to a different circuit in the normal distribution panel. So simple as that. Alright, so we are looking for where to feed the panel. Okay, so that means we'll be copying this and then move it to their place. So we'll be looking for the place that is closer to the distribution panel, and we can find that this office is closer to the distribution panel, so that's why we are taking the circuit from that place. It's closer to the distribution panel. Okay, so let's try and do some adjustment to it. Okay, so from there it goes to the normal distribution panel. So let's adjust it. So this one will be DBFL3. Like I said, we are using odd number in our distribution board, DBFL3. So that means every of the odd numbers in the distribution board will serve as our lightning in the normal distribution panel. And then let's do some adjustment to it. So I think we need to also adjust this a little bit. Okay, that's fine. So let's pick up another circuit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so we are trying to look for a way out. Okay, maybe what we'll be doing is that the store you are seeing, maybe we'll be taking that one as a circuit, or we later connect everything together. Like I said, those like features, they are small watts feature, and then if we should do the calculation to them all, if you should times 16 by times 4 watts times, is it 12 or 16 now, or and divide and times it by 0.8 is not up to 1.2, well, it's not up to 12 kVA that is required from the standard, from the IAC or from the NEC as the standard. So let's connect this together. Let's connect. So we'll be connecting every of the normal lightning in the office also. So we pick our line, that the line is our wire, and we connect everything together. So I'm trying to activate the orthogonal. Orthogonal will help us to correct the line to 90 degree. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, connect it. So this kind of light you are seeing here is, they are the 2x2, they are all these fluorescent light, they are bigger, they are 2 inches by, is it 2 feet by 2 feet light. So now so these are the light that are very okay for offices, for administration buildings. Those are the lights. Okay, so let's continue with this. And then you might be saying this does not look like an office. So it's just for the purpose of a video. It's just for this tutorial, just educational, and to give us the understanding of what we are doing here. Okay, so you can see we have connected all these 6 lightning together. Okay, so can you see those 25 watts? They are 25 watts. So if you touch 25 watt by times 6, I think that one should be 150 or something. So 150 watt times 0.8 is not up to 12 kVA. So that means we can still add it together. We can add everything together with the one in the conference room, in the meeting room where they will be meeting. We can add everything together and still not reach the minimum, which is it the maximum, which is 1 to know. So from there we can just take it up. Or okay, so let's just let's switch off the orthogonal now. Let's switch it off so that we're able to maneuver. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, we want to put them in, and also in one circuit also, so that we can be able to also give the conference room a single circuit also. So let's do some rotation to it. Okay, let's rotate it to the direction of the board of the DB. So those wiring you are seeing, they are in pink. They are for normal distribution panel. So when it comes to emergency distribution panel, we also indicate them with different colors of wire. So we can use color red for that one. So right now we are dealing with the normal distribution panel. Okay, so let's edit and do the editing. So that means it's connected from there to that. It will feed the lighting in that office too. Okay, so now we have moved to this meeting room, or is it called conference room now. So every of the normal lightning in this conference room, we also connect them together and then give them their circuit in that normal distribution panel. Okay, so from there we link it to this side. 1 2 1 2. Let's just leave it like that. Enter. Okay, from there we link it to the link it to this also. That's number 3. Number 4. Let's click online and take it from there also. Okay, so we are linking every of the normal lightning in this administration building. We are linking them together for now. So we are still going to cover up with the emergency lightning. Alright, so guys, if you have been finding this video very helpful, please kindly subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share. Alright, so we are linking it together. Okay, that's 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then we link this together. Okay, okay, so now let's look for the nearest lightning, the lightning that is nearest to the distribution board. So which is this? So this one is near to the distribution board, so which means this also will be feeding from the normal distribution panel. Can you see, as you can see in the video? Alright, so from there it's going to the distribution panel. Can you see? So that's how to go about that one. So alright, so we have done FL5, FL7. We have now started with 1, 3, 5, and 7. So which means that I think we are done with the normal distribution panels lightning. So we are done with that one. So let's just do some arrangements. Okay, so now we are starting with the emergency distribution panel, as you can see. So let's start with that one also. One from there goes to this. From there, so that's how we'll be doing the wiring from the number 1 to the store to the everything. So we are also linking. So now let's create a new layout for our emergency lightning wiring. So lightning wiring 2. So we'll be using color red for this one. Okay, so let's change the color to red and then click on OK. So I want us to change the line weight also to a different line weight. Okay, let's look for a better one. Okay, and then double click it to mark it and then close it. So let's check it if it is. Let's check it. Okay, all right, we are trying to change the line. Let's change it to dash and then let's try and check what we have done. Okay, so can you see the line now? Okay, okay, so from there let's continue from 1 to so don't worry about the wire crossing each other. So we are still going to find something done to it. So for the let's just continue. We are still going to find some jumper to it. So 1 2, so let's continue with this. From there we go. Okay, okay, so to the one down. Okay, so what we are doing here doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it will work. So in fact, if you are doing your piping, you can also find a nearest way to get to reach all these things, just to show us how this thing is being done, how you can do this thing how to design your electrical plan. So as you can see in the video, so we are just linking it, showing us how it works, how to do secret, to assign different circuits. I've assigned all the lightning to different circuits in the distribution panel. So that's what we are trying to do. This doesn't necessarily mean this is how you're going to do it. This, of course, if you do it this way, it's what is better about it. We are just telling you that you can go through this route, or you can just decide to follow your own step. But this one will just give us the understanding of electrical design. Okay, so now let's continue. All right, we connect it to the emergency in the um, transformer room. So that place is transformer room. They want to put their eye on all this power. It will serve as powerhouse to the administration building. So from there, can you see auxiliary transformer room, and then we link it to the second one. From there it goes to the second room down. Okay, so let's just continue. Let's keep following. All right. As you can see, so we are counting it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think the 8 should be okay for one circuit. We can choose to get to 10, but I don't want us to pick 2 out of the conference room. I don't want us to pick from the conference room, or if we can still pick it if we want. Okay, so guys, let's continue. Okay, so I want us to change the direction of those lightning. So I think it will be better to pick from the to also add the circuit, to also add the conference room to the circuit also. So from there, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, from there, so from here it goes up and then link with this. Okay, so we don't forget we are working with the emergency lightning now, and which they will feed from the emergency panel, distribution panels. So let's try and just make adjustment to the wiring. Okay, okay, it's okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so from there it goes. Okay, I'm trying to look for a way out. All right. Okay, from there it's linked to that place. Like I said, everywhere those wires are crossing, we have to put something like jumper there. We will to do that one after we are done with this video, after we are done with the lightning, the wiring. Okay, so we have linked those together. It remains one from that auxiliary transformer, so let's just link it. So that one to do. Okay, seems, I think let's change it. Let's change its direction. So from there it goes. So let's just change the direction and then put it there. Okay, so from there connect it together. Alright, so guys, as you can see in the video, we're almost done with the emergency lightning. So I think we have done, that's a complete circuit for the emergency distribution panel. I think the light is up to 11 or 12. So this will be the circuit where it will feed the, where we want to take, if you, whenever you want to take your circuit, you have to choose the lightning that is closer to the DB. Okay, so now let's choose the light, that one that is closer to the DB. Let's copy this, since we have already, it is already facing the direction of the board. Okay, so let's put it that way. Sorry. Okay, so let's edit it. So don't forget, we are working with the emergency distribution panel right now, so we'll be leaving it. So we are starting from L1 also, and then we put E at the back of that will be emergency distribution board FL1, that's floor 1, that is circuit 1. So we are done with that, the first circuit in that emergency distribution panel. Alright guys, if you have been finding this video very helpful, please kindly subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share the video if you have so much find it so helpful. And then you can also drop in the comment section the next video you want us to drop, maybe you want us to talk about or to make a video about. So now let's continue with the kitchen emergency lightning. Okay, so we have started with the one. Okay, so let's continue. So we'll be linking, you can see there are those lightning features with blue, they have bluish color in them, so they are for emergency. So we'll be linking it with the office beside it, and then I think we link it with the to the corridors also. So from there we goes to the office. Inside the office, can you see that's very neat and it's very okay. So put it that way. Okay, so let's continue with what we are linking. So from there we have to maneuver, and okay, so that's how we do it, just to link it. So of course, if you are laying the pipe for the building, it is not how you are going to do it. Your pipe would have been straightforward, so which means that all this wiring you are seeing, it might not be up to that in real life projects. Hope you understand. So from there, let's continue from that office to the entrance. So can you see? Let's continue, and then we link. So we're just trying to make some adjustments. Okay, so let's show. Okay, now put it there. Okay, so from there we got, so from there we also link up, we also link the corridor. I think we have not done up to 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4, is it 6 now? 1 2 3 4 and 6. Okay, so from there 7 is going, 7. All right, so let's just, okay, so let's look for a way to maneuver this also to get to the office. Okay, we are looking for a way to get this done. Okay, so that's how we want to do it. So from there we pick it to move to the other lightning in the corridor, and then from there, from that place, that's where we are going to. Okay, just follow us as we are doing the video. Let's just maneuver a little bit and then put it the other way, and then from there we also do some. All right, so Okay, so from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, so that's 11 luminaires, 11 light fixtures under is connected to a circuit. So I think that one is the nearest to the dB, or is it the first? Is it the one? I don't want us to put it inside the kitchen. I want us to put it. Okay, so let's just wait. Let's wait. Okay, let's just put it at the first light at the corridor. I think that will be okay. Okay, let's off the turbo and let's put it there. Let it feed from that place. All right. Let's just make some rotate. Let's rotate it to the direction of the emergency distribution panel, distribution board. Let's make sure we set it to the direction of that panel, of that board, or we can still call it panel also. So okay, so let's do some arrangements. So adjustment to the editing, or to the alphabet under it. So we are going to edit it right now. So this one will be EDB FL331. Okay, sorry, 3 and then we what? So we are going to feed this lightning under. So this light is in the ground floor, which means it will be controlled from the emergency distribution panel in that ground floor. So it will not be controlled from this panel. So let's change it to ground FL1, or we can just call it ground. So let's just put G. So which means that it will feed from the distribution panel in that ground floor. So we are in the first floor here. So okay, so guys, if this video has been really helpful, you can help us, you can motivate us by just subscribing to our channel, liking, posting, commenting, sharing with your loved one that you know they are in need of this electrical design project, and we promise to be dropping more of this. Okay, like I said we won't be leaving this wired across each other, so we'll be making some adjustments to this wiring. So we have taken arc, and then we'll just be arcing it, just giving it a curve shape, so just to know that they are not the same. Okay, so let's do everywhere there is cross, we are going to do the same thing to them. So let me just switch off the midpoint and some things that is obstructing the arc. Okay, so there is something also obstructing from that side also. Okay. Oh no, let's try off. Is it the midpoint or the first point now? Let's off the end point. Yes, let's off the end point and then midpoint also, and then we'll be able to work on it perfectly. So from there we just arc it, we arc the line. Okay, so arc it, and then can you see we have arced it. So now let's trim it. So you have to trim the red line. So let's trim that one, and then 2, we trim it, and then we trim the last one. So can you see it's very okay right now? So everywhere the wire crosses, we are going to put an arc there. So we are putting arc in that place also. So let's pick the arc also. From there, and then here, and then let's arc it. We can see, can you see that we have arced it? Okay, so let's trim it also. Trim one, let's trim everything. Okay, and this. So let's look for other places where the wire crosses. Let's look for the other places. Okay, that place. Okay, let's trim it. Trim on there. Okay, that's okay. Can you, as you can see in the video. So guys, I promise that our next video will be what we'll be adding our power circuits to this building. We'll be adding our sockets, our ACs, every other circuits that remains that this building needs. So we'll be adding it to this, so as not to miss out. Just quickly turn on the notification bell, subscribe to our channels so that you don't miss out from our next video that will be dropping in this same particular building. Okay, so let's trim it also. Let's trim and trim. Can you see? It's very okay like that. Can you see in the video? Can you see that it's very perfect and it's very okay? So let's delete that one. Okay, all right, so let's delete that one also. Okay, all right guys, I think we have come to the end of today's tutorial. In our next video, we'll be treating more of power circuit, how to add your socket, how to add your AC socket, and then water heater to where it is necessary. Thank you for staying with us from the beginning to the end. Remain blessed.